Hello, my name is Native Vader, and today we're looking at something tiny, weeny, and a little bit cute. I'm talking about, of course, the new Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Dino Escape Wild Pack Brachiosaurus. That was quite a mouthful. And look at this thing, it's so small and cute. I can't believe it. Oh, we're gonna have to get into the inside of the box really fast, but first we'll look around the packaging and then we'll get inside. I can't believe these are already out now. I just happened to be looking on the Entertainer on their website and they just said, yeah, we got these in stock to deliver, do you want one? I was like, yes please. And I couldn't hit the buy it now thing quick enough, so 2 days later and here it is. It's absolutely fantastic. So let's start at the front. Along the bottom you've got Darius there, the Dino Escape logo, and the Brachiosaur Wild Pack version. And you've got the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, and you've got Toro there in the background. And yeah, look at him, or her, whatever you want to call it. It looks absolutely glorious in that packaging. Look at the face and the detail. I can't wait to get it out. On the back of the box, there's not much going on there, just the usual stuff. It just says Brachiosaur and the wildness set. Wildness? I don't think that's how it's spelled. Anyway, let's get it out of the packaging. And here it is. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. Wow! The detail, right, let's start from the head and then go to the tail. Oh my goodness, look at that head sculpt. It's absolutely adorable. It's got a lightish grey finish on the front face here and then blends into a darker brown or red across the spine that goes all the way across the back here as well, but we'll get further into that in a minute. But yeah, look, it's got little dots on the nose there that sometimes you can see it just a little bit there. It's blending into the neck into a beige, and so is the bottom jaw. I think the bottom jaw is moulded into that colour plastic. And if I carefully open its mouth, hi! Better look at the mouth and the detail. Look at those little tiny teeth. They've done a really good job at sculpting them teeth, I gotta say. And the bottom jaw there, you can just sort of make out a tongue there as well. And the pupil is black. There's more of those black dots there going around. And if we move down a bit, you can see the beige going from the jaw down the neck. And look at this detail as well, all the skin rippling, absolutely amazing. Even when it's creasing there, it's going in from the neck to join up with the torso. There's all that creasing detail there in the skin texture. And again, there's the skin texture going onto the back of the front shoulder and all that muscle as well, you can see. And look at that, this guy works out. Look at those arms or legs. And you've got more detail. Oh, you can see my dirty working class finger that I hit with a hammer. You've got more detail here going down into the toes, and you've got these lovely little tiny toes on both sides. They're about the same. And you've got more detail and sculpting on the rear leg there, on the calf. Absolutely lovely. Look at the little creasing again. I mean, they've really put some effort into the skin texture, I've got to say. Very impressed. And the tail appears to be moulded in a different plastic because, again, the colour you can see goes like a brownish red, just falls straight off when it comes to the tail. So they've just done what they normally do, is they focus on the torso of the body and they don't really care too much about the tail end, which seems to be a common thing with the dinosaurs that Mattel release. Now, in terms of articulation, the neck can go from this position and then can go all the way to this position here, which doesn't look too painful compared to the large brachiosaur that has a similar articulation. And as we saw earlier, the jaw does close and open. It's very stiff. Take your time with it. Your results may vary, but mine is quite a tight jaw, so I'm going to be as careful as I can with that for now because I don't want to damage it. The tail does rotate 360 degrees. It does look like it's quite happy in that position, but could be put in that position as well. You've got range of articulation movement wise on the legs is pretty much the same front and rear down to the sculpt, so you can move them to a flying brachiosaur pose. But as for articulation, that's about it. But as a figure, I think this is absolutely fantastic. I really do like this sculpt and this figure in general. I think it's a fabulous figure. Probably one of my new favourites. I just wish they would sort of put this level of detail and effort into their Amber collection, because I just saw the Junior T-Rex, the baby T-Rex, and my goodness, that looks awful. And the compies as well. Ugh. But anyway, we're focused on this, so let's just do a quick size comparison as well, just so you guys can see how big this thing is. So next to the baby brachiosaur is a fully grown brachiosaur, and it looks like just about comes to the elbow joint. I'll move it up a little bit there. The elbow joint just here of the front leg of the brachiosaur. So yeah, it's quite small compared to the brachiosaur. All the way up there. And here is a Jurassic World Legacy Collection Ford Explorer. Yeah, it's not a bad size. I reckon if you had a human figure next to it there, it looked pretty convincing in terms of scale. And in fact, I will just grab myself the figure. I have a Zia just kicking about, and I also have an Owen. And yeah, that looks pretty good actually. It looks almost the same sort of size as what we saw in the Camp Cretaceous series. Very nice. Well, that was quite a good delivery today. I'm very happy with this delivery. It's just a little tiny cute happy Saturday treat. I highly recommend picking this little guy up. I picked this up from the Entertainer. If you are struggling to find these in store, I would recommend perhaps trying online first and then doing like a click and collect, or just getting it sent to your home. These things I think retail for $9.99 or $11.99. I can't remember. There was too much of a panic and a flurry when I was ordering this thing the other day. I just had to have it. As always, thank you guys for watching. My name is Nathy Vader. I post on Instagram and Twitter almost daily. And of course, my content is always Jurassic related. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Yes? Yes! Oh, my finger's gross. Nom. Nom. Just kidding, I love you. Mwah, mwah.